Losers semifinals, we have R2G Paseriman versus Kome.
Paseriman recently just knocking out Zachary from the bracket. Zachary having to sit at 5th place. Paseriman versus Kome. Now these two, the last time I believe they've played has been since August. And of course, seeing the most recent results that we've been seeing from Paseriman, that could easily just be not even, doesn't make that matter. Doesn't matter at all, because Paseriman here in this tournament has absolutely been able to tear it up. Kome did win that one set that they did play a few months ago, but the way that Paseriman has been playing, you cannot count him out just because of one measly result.
With the rate at this game's meta, with the rate at the meta progresses in this game, you know, results from half a year ago suddenly become significantly less relevant. It's crazy to see just how quickly everything develops and how much the players improve in such short spaces of time.
With the patience though, not immediately getting up from that platform. Does get that rapid jab, but Kome immediately slapping back with his own fair. We'll try to go for the double up smash.
Trying to read that roll in on the part of Kome, but Kome doesn't give it to him. Great parry into the up smash on that neutral air.
But the opposite of roll right there, as he does get that parry. Although hanging out on the platform, stuck in shields. Not going to be able to do it even with Smash Art on, but still contesting him on the platform, no fear.
Excellent DI coming out from Paseriman, but he's not going to survive versus that forward smash. Evening up the game is Kome immediately.
Yeah, not giving it to him for free, although sticking his shield, immediately switching off from Vlad to Buster. Letting go shield a little too early, not going to go for the immediate dash attack after the up tilt.
And you see what Kome is kind of doing a lot of the time. He'll press a button on Paseriman's shield and then go for this rising nair to intercept the jump. Really, really tricky to work around, but Fox does have the mobility and the frame data to weave his way in. That said, though, Kome making it real difficult for him. Great punish with that down air. How does he get off the ledge here?
Honestly, covering so much from Paseriman trying to jump in. The amount of range that he has, switching to shield, immediately getting out of the up air attempt from Paseriman.
Illusion to up air. That's a combo I haven't seen in quite some time.
Goes for that forward smash on the platform, maybe predicting that Kome was trying to jump towards him, but the back air coming through, taking out the stock.
Beautiful read right there. He'd seen that Kome had retreated to the corner, and in that position, all he really could do was jump, so he had that scouted out.
I like the patience right there, and Kome recognizing that the platform was right there just in case to help save him, but the smash are up tilt and the pose.
Such a mighty move. He just wanted to check which arts were online at that point. Oh, look at that shield damage, my goodness. Look at these nairs. How does Fox contest them so big, so fast in terms of how Shulk is able to move around?
Yeah, despite Fox's speed, it's really troublesome for him to get in, but at least with that parry, he does manage to get the grab. Tries to find his way of getting the back air, contesting his jump, but not going to be able to do it, at least keeping him on the ledge.
Yeah, these parries for Paseriman are absolutely crucial. Gets the up tilt, goes to the smash, but immediately turns it off.
Falling right into him with the nair, but getting hit out of the illusion. Again, unable to jump around Kome as he just stuffs it out with these nairs.
And they're so gigantic, starting behind Shulk and ending behind Shulk. That fair is not going to do it just yet. Again, the platform coming in. Opportune time. I don't know if that was him reacting to the background, knowing the timing, or if it was just a blessing, a fortune, a fate there. But the air slash slicing the prospect of those game one out of Paseriman's hands. Game one going to Kome.
Now Paseriman would have been able to use the shine to stall himself out, but Kome, seeing that he was going to use the illusion to get back, a little greedy right there, was able to use the up B to contest him and take that game one.
Now, of course, it's worth noting that because we're outside the top three once again, this is going to be another best of 3 set. So if Paseriman is not able to take this game here, he will be out at 4th place.
No pressure, right, Vero?
No pressure whatsoever.
I mean, Kome just doing a really good job at utilizing Shulk's range with that sword.
Although, honestly, I almost feel like for Paseriman, there really is no pressure because you've got this far and the expectations on you at the moment aren't exactly that high.
Exactly.
You've made it all the way to top 4 here at the largest Smash tournament in Japan's history. That in of itself is an incredible achievement. Pushing it any further is just the cherry on top, really.
Yeah, you made it to PGR, man. You're good. Immediately starting off, though, Kome switching to the speed art, going in immediately for the grab, too. And this is the tough part. I mean, Paseriman usually falling into his opponents with Nair, not really able to do that in this matchup.
Yeah, it's really, really hard to just penetrate Shulk's zone of control when that Nair seemingly covers every angle, covers the air dodge with that forward smash.
Oh, narrowly avoiding that up B, though. You saw what Kome was trying to go for. Although Paseriman going for the high recovery.
Grab from Kome, buffer deactivated, not going to go over air slash right there.
With Buster online, that was going to be a lot of damage too. He does have the jump art online though, managing to use that rising Nair. The rolling right behind him to get that grab. Pummeling him so that way he can stall out that smash arc too.
Feels like just because of everything that Shulk has in his arsenal, it feels like Paseriman is playing with a little bit more tentativeness than before. He's just having a real hard time getting going, and that air slash going to take that first stock from Paseriman. Kome in prime form to progress in this bracket, maybe get his run back versus T once again.
Ooh, narrowly getting hit though, almost getting hit by that Nair attempt, but managing to illusion back onto the stage. Again, running up and shielding. Kome's really calling these out with the grab.
And that's the thing, he's just been kind of forced to do that just because the pressure from these Nairs, and look at how much he's been getting hit by them. You know, it's forcing Paseriman onto the defensive. You can't roll back versus that giant Monado of Shulk's. And look at the position that Paseriman is in. It's so, so difficult for him to get back to the stage. This is all Kome right now. Still 3 stocks to 1.
And the limited options that Fox has to recover horizontally, just leaving susceptible to getting hit by this gigantic up throw, but the up smash.
I knew that up smash was coming. He was looking for it before. He just wanted to take that stock. He just wanted to get his foot in the door. But still, is it too late? 2 stock down versus a Shulk of Kome's caliber.
Switches to shield to get out of that rapid jab. You were talking about that earlier, Virum. You have to be careful when you want to let it rip. And going for the high recovery.
Paseriman given a chance, given a lease on life, still in this, but just about by the skin of his teeth. He needs to get something started right now. Off stage versus Shulk. It's really not looking good.
Yeah, of course, that fair actually touching the ledge, catching up Paseriman's lack of invincibility when he grabbed onto it, but the parry not going to be able to get anything off of it. Paseriman on his last stock, potentially of the last game of the tournament that he's competing at.
I get that back, and finally some damage tacked on, but still nullified immediately. There's the air slash from center stage. Monado smashed out of the tournament. Kome progressing through into losers finals. Meanwhile, Paseriman bowing out at 4th place. But what a show, what a performance that Paseriman put on throughout this entire bracket.
Yeah, getting called out by using those illusions to get back on the stage, but I don't think anyone's disappointed in Paseriman landing himself at 5th place. 4th place. Wow, absolutely phenomenal. Just imagine being ranked 72nd and being able to place 4th in the biggest Japanese Smash tournament to date.
Absolutely nuts, absolutely nuts. But of course, finally, Kome is going to be able to get that run back versus T that he had before. And again, will he be able to overcome his demon? Will he be able to finally get that set on the board? Maybe see the light of day near the end of the tunnel towards Grand Finals? Or will T just put an end, once again, to Kome's bracket life here?
Yeah, and try to get the run back maybe on Shuton. All these players have been playing amazingly so far here, guys. Between Paseriman, honestly, this was his breakout tournament, I would like to say. Despite him doing really well in this most recent season, this is the tournament where everybody's got their eyes on. And now, you know already, Fox still on board, guys.